It is dawn here on the start of the fourth day of the ground war in the Gulf, and the military picture is as hazy as the weather on the battlefield. Rain, mist, low clouds, and the smoke and smog from burning oil fields are combining to give new meaning to the old expression, the fog of war. It hampers the Allied air war most.
Of course, air supremacy, as I've just mentioned, is a key to the successful execution of a land battle with a minimum of casualties, and the weather conditions are not ideal at the moment.
After the first 3 days of fighting, a broad general picture of the battlefield begins to emerge. Just outside Kuwait City, coalition forces are poised Wednesday to move into the Kuwaiti capital against unknown Iraqi opposition. At the Kuwaiti International Airport, U.S. Marines are now finding out whether the Iraqi units who stood and fought so fiercely on Tuesday remain.
When the sun comes up, the question in my mind will be, will the enemy still be there? But it had gotten dark and both sides broke off, and I would tell you that the U.S. forces in that area are getting pretty tired right now. They've been attacking constantly for 3 days.
In southern Iraq, near the border with Kuwait, the Allies' biggest strike force, made up of the 7th U.S. Armored Corps and the 1st British Armored Division, are ready to engage again with the Iraqi Republican Guard. But the intentions of those 8 elite Iraqi divisions to stand and fight, to counterattack, or to try to escape are still not clear.
There have been tank engagements with the Republican Guard. In each case, the result has been a very positive one for us. Whether there'll be a major tank engagement with them, whether they'll come out with large numbers of tanks, is something that lies in the future. I don't know.
Farther north, U.S. and French forces are in position to block the retreat of Iraqi troops and their equipment. But the numbers of soldiers is so great and the distances involved so vast, it may not be possible to trap them all.
General, without saying exactly where our troops are, is it possible for the Republican Guards to retreat up north? Can they escape?
All things are possible. Some of them are more difficult than others.
These scenes of Iraqi soldiers at the moment of their surrender shows the emotions of men who until now expected to die. But even with the massive numbers of Iraqis giving up the fight, they represent only about 10% of the Iraqi army's fighting force of over 500,000 troops in the area. So far, there has not been a great tank battle. If there is to be one, it may well begin soon. John Lawrence for Nightline in Saudi Arabia.